We're live, my friend.
Are we live? Ryan, it's really good to see you.
It's really good to see you.
It's been a week.
Has it?
And it has been a week since we've seen each other. And
Sorry, I'm looking at the levels up here. I want to make sure my voice is recorded. And
how are the levels? Let's do some checks. How are we?
I'm feeling good.
I feel good too.
Get your mouth on that.
Okay. I feel pretty good too.
Oh, that's
How's
so
that
much.
sound? Is that a lot better? Yeah, it sounds better in the headphones. Sounds good. How
That's
do you
the
like
way to
that?
do
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How's that sound to you? You good?
Muy bueno.
Muy bueno. Muy bueno. Okay.
Very good.
Okay. So how's the levels? Can we have our conversation?
We can have a conversation.
Can we?
Just
All right. Is anybody listening yet?
no, it just started.
Okay, great.
And the thing about this podcast that we're doing,
Yeah.
although we're live and people can watch it live, it's going to be made for like people to view on their own convenience.
On their own time. I'm learning that about podcasts, and you've taught me. It's not so much about, hey, we're live, pay attention. It's, hey, on the run, I'm working, I got the headphones, I'm on my way in the car, I want to hear something interesting, and that's the way it goes.
Well, the thing is, the reason why podcasts are so popular and they've blown up so much is because it's not radio. It's good content like you'll find on the radio,
Right.
but with the radio, you have to be here between 12 and 3,
Right.
and every 15 minutes, we're going to go to a commercial, and that commercial is going to be 10 minutes long. Then we're going to come back for 5 minutes. Then we're going to go back to commercial for 3 more minutes. Then we're going to come back to do this other segment, and then it's segments of like...
Can I tell you how good I feel? How good does it feel to sit in this studio and look at each other like this? Finally, we put a lot of work into this.
I didn't even think about that. This is beautiful.
Think how beautiful this is. We're across from
beautiful.
the table from each other.
We've
right
got
now.
it. The dream is coming alive.
Yes,
I mean,
it
it's
is.
here. It is. We are in this
Yes.
beautiful
Yeah.
studio,
Hey,
which we
this
don't
is
have a
true.
name for.
No, we don't have a name for it. And we built this. You and I built this studio. We built it. We built it from a dream.
Building too. We still got.
Hey,
We need to get that fireplace.
Yeah, yo, hey, listen,
I mean,
I'm buying the fireplace today.
Whenever I look at pictures and
You
I'm
wanna
looking over
see-
there,
and
it's
it's got to
just
be right under the TV.
it's got that big white the
And it
wall there, and I'm like,
fucks me up.
no
Right.
bueno,
No bueno. No me gusta.
no me gusta también.
All right. I like your Spanish. It's coming along. I've been teaching you well.
Como Barrio. So let me ask you something, when I put this out on Twitter that said, hey, I'm going live soon. Be prepared. You've been warned. And I said,
Right.
with guest Casey Como Barrio Smith. Casey Smith here. And then I put on there, he travels Mexico and he's starting his own podcast and he's starting a vlog. Because, you're limited on how many characters you can use in a tweet.
Right.
But what I wanted to get at.
And by the way, I don't have a Twitter.
That's one thing that.
But we'll check this out. I have a German guy who's going to be traveling with me. He's got me everything. He has got Twitter, Instagram, everything in Como Barrio. So we have everything, and I have bought the what are they called, the .com. What's that called again?
A website? I mean,
where I smoked way too much weed this morning. Sorry.
Well, what do they call that? The domain name.
Yeah, domain. I bought the domains for anything that was Como Barrio, Como Barrio 1, Como Barrio 2, Como Barrio Your Mama. I bought it all. So Como Barrio was mine. And as far as Gmail, I have nobody had a ComoBarrio.com Gmail. Nobody.
Got myself a Neandertalk podcast Gmail email as well.
And I'm happy to be your guest or co-host. Whatever I am with you, I'm happy to be here. And thanks.
Well, this is
this is the point of figuring it out, right?
This is what a lot of this is going to be is so like I was saying, Casey is starting a vlog and a podcast, and he's going to be traveling Mexico. He's got all the ins and outs. He knows what to do. This isn't your tourist BS traveling. This isn't going to little American resorts where you haven't even left Mexico.
No.
You're just on a beach with a bunch of alcohol being served to you.
Right. What this is this. I've lived in Mexico más o menos 5 años, 5 years? 4?
No.
It's been 4. You say 3.
I say 3.
4. You say 3, it's been 4. Or I'm in the middle of 4. It's been, first of all, let me start with this, Ryan. It's been the best experience of my life. It really has. The best. I've been freed from media. Been freed from it. I've been freed from...
Says the guy starting a podcast.
Oh. Yes, yeah, says the guy starting from a podcast, because mine is not going to be your media. This is not media.
No, I was just making a joke on the irony.
It's funny here. Let me. I'm going to take a different approach to this. Let me get my mic here a little bit better. Does that sound a little better? Is that a little bit better?
Beautiful. I love it.
That's a lot better. Needed in my face. Okay.
And you also, when you got it like this, you don't even have to talk that loud.
No,
like I'm just
don't.
whispering, basically.
Just barely whispering. Yeah.
These smooth, velvety tones.
And it sounds beautiful. Hey, we were talking earlier today. We'll get back to that. You need to remember where I was at, because I won't. I smoked a lot of weed today.
That's what you do, man.
That's what I do. So,
I drink a lot of water and some French pressed coffee.
I'm into vino in the mañana and mota. You know, it really gets me going. It's a great breakfast. Little vino, little mota. Get you going. About 10 o'clock, I'm hungry.
Gets you going. I want my French press coffee. I want me some eggs and toast and some bacon. Woo.
Okay, that's great. But a good morning would be, I hate saying this. I'm going to stab myself for this. Starbucks, Pikes Peak. Or was it Pikes Peak, or what is it? Is it Pikes?
I like
Place?
the blonde.
What's it called? What's the name?
Pike, yeah, it's Pike Place.
Pike Place, which is where they brew it, is at the base of Pike Peak Mountain. So it's called Pike's Place. Anyways, that's an amazing bean. What a good bean. Great coffee.
Is that why that's named Pike Place? I thought it was something else. But
no, it's named Pike Place because of Pike's Peak Mountain. They brew it. They actually take Pike's Place in
I thought that was like their Fisher Market was Pike. What? I don't know anything. I know nothing.
Check this out. The fags that are all in love with, sorry, fags. The homosexuals and black people and the fucking Barrio white people and everybody who wants to be somebody that they're not, right, goes to Starbucks. If you want to be super fake, if you want to be the fakest possible, no matter what color you are, race or religion, you go to Starbucks in the morning. If you're the fakest fuck possible, you need to go to Starbucks in the morning, because you've got to. I'm not.
Or it's just convenient and it just happens to be on the way to work.
It's not, because I can go to fucking Quick Trip or Casey's gas station or make it in my fucking house, and I don't have to walk around with a cup that says Starbucks.
But at Starbucks, you can go through the drive-thru.
Yeah, and it takes a half hour, so fuck off. I'm going to be late for work.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Depends on when you go.
Whatever, and it's Starbucks.
Starbucks isn't terrible. I get it.
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible. It's just a convenient cup of coffee.
No, it's not. It's a convenient $5 cup of coffee. Are you fucking kidding?
Just a regular. I get just a regular black coffee. The
Pike. So you
Pikes,
spend $2.50.
$2 or whatever.
Yeah, $2. You get the real small one, where you could spend another $2 and get another 16 ounces. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. Anyways, Starbucks Pike's Place is an amazing bean. Really good coffee.
It's over roasted and he's kind of burnt.
Whatever it is, it's delicious, right? You buy it. It's in your house.
Oh no,
It's in your house.
It's better than Folgers or.
It's better than anything. It's an amazing bean. That's a great coffee bean.
It's good that it's good coffee that you're gonna find at the grocery store. You can find better beans. If I wanted to spend an extra $10 per 3/4 pounds.
Have you had you've had the Cabo Cafe that I bring? Have you had that?
Yeah, it's fine.
What do you mean it's fine, fucktard?
It's fine.
It's fucking delicious.
It's good.
Okay, how about this? I'm gonna ask you.
It was good.
I'm gonna ask you.
I wasn't blown away by it.
Cabo Cafe. Or.
See.
Okay. Cabo Cafe. What's that fucking retarded one called? Oh, yeah. Pike's Place. Which would you prefer in your home? If it was the apocalypse, martial law, you had to be stocked up on coffee, What do you want? Cabo Cafe, or do you want Pike's Place?
I want you to flip a coin, and whatever it lands, heads is cafe, tails is Starbucks. Whatever it lands on, give it to me, because there wasn't a great difference in either one in quality. They were both good.
Just because they're both excellent. Good
Yeah.
answer. Good answer. Great coffee. Okay, bring me back where I was.
So we're talking about the traveling in the vlog, and you were talking about it's been really good for you to be back in Mexico because or it's been a good experience for you being down there because you're away from media.
Yeah, okay.
But anyways, so we're starting with your blog and stuff, and
right. Okay, so it's taken a few years. However, we won't argue on however many. It's been a few years in Mexico, and I've spent most of it in Cabo San Lucas. The last, I don't know, what do you think, 6 months or a year I've been traveling? Outside of Cabo, you think it's been 6 months?
it hasn't been more than that, I don't think.
Okay. So the last 6 months, I've been traveling through Mexico, and I've went through Monterrey. I've went through Puerto Escondido, which is outside of Oaxaca, which is it's a state on the Pacific. Michoacan, Tulum. I don't know if you guys know anything about Tulum. Do you know anything about Tulum?
I've never even heard of Tulum.
All right, Tulum.
Until I start talking to you. Yeah, tell me about Tulum.
Let me tell you about
T-E-L-U-M-E or something?
Yeah, look it up. Here's the computer. Check this out. Here we go. You can look this up. The password, you know the password. It's
I can look it up right here. I got a computer right here.
You want, okay, go ahead. I'm going to close this up. Okay, Tulum, T-U-L-U-M. Tulum is where the ancient Mayans lived for a long time. There are 5 ancient Mayan ruins in Tulum.
T-U-L-U-M. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, there's 5. Can you throw that up on the screen?
No.
You can't?
No.
Okay, well, we need to figure out how to do that.
I can figure that. I can do that. I just didn't have it set up, but I can figure that out. I know what to do for that.
Okay, please do. So, Tulum is it's more or less the hub and has the largest pyramid of all of them. So close to Tulum is Bacala. Bacala is a saltwater lake.
It's gorgeous. I'm looking at these pictures.
You are okay. Let's have a look here. Okay, yeah. Okay, here we go.
I mean, look at that. That's gorgeous. It looks well manicured. Like, do they take care of the grass? Like, is there a grounds crew that takes care of the green and stuff? I mean,
yes. And it's not. Hang on. Sorry about my mic here. Let me get my mic.
That's not.
Apologize.
It's not gonna really.
Okay. No. Here we are. Okay. So the rock here on the left. Do you see the layered one there on the left? The second one down.
This?
The second one down.
The one that I'm on?
Is that the one you're on? Okay.
Yeah.
That right there, do you know how old that is?
It's
2,700 years old.
Wow.
2,700 years old. Okay, so this was built after. This is a church. What you're looking at right now is a church. It's a Christian Methodist type of church built on top of a pyramid. Oh, there you go. Okay, this is and then the church is gone.
People can't see this, so it's just you and not already. I don't have it set up.
Okay, well that's okay.
But yeah, so Tulum is beautiful. This is amazing.
Listen, this is amazing. This is the church that's built on top of a pyramid. Okay, it's super amazing. Where are we at here? Okay, so it's super amazing. The place that it is. The energy there, bro. The energy there is it's nothing less than perfect. People don't have problems down there. There's no satellite. There's no cable TV.
No Wi-Fi.
There's no Wi-Fi. I mean, to go Wi-Fi live, do you know what I got to do down there to go Wi-Fi? I have a GPS from Verizon. Verizon, I have to pay for here. Right? Is this better?
Oh,
it's much better.
You know, you really got to just keep your mouth on it.
Yeah. Well, no, the sound is around the outside, I believe. I don't believe the sound is straight down. I believe the sound is right here.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Okay. Apology. Okay. So the people down there do not have, they don't have problems with, they don't wake up in the morning and hear media. They don't know what's going on with Trump. They don't know.
Why would they care what's going on with Trump? That's an American thing. Why would Mexico care what Trump's doing up here? A regular, normal, everyday Mexican. Normal, everyday Americans don't give a shit about what Trump's doing for the most part.
Every single, it's odd. Check this out. All the Mexicans, it used to be a big hate for the man. Fuck Trump. He's building a wall to keep us out. And then guess what? Then came along the laws that they showed that what a pathway there was to the United States. They didn't have to dig a tunnel. They don't have to jump a bridge. They got to have a normal fucking job. You know what it takes to get to the United States from Mexico? Do you know?
No, I have no idea.
Let me tell you.
I mean, I'm what, legally or illegally?
Okay, illegally, we'll go there later. Legally, do you know what it takes to be a Mexican to come to the United States of America?
I have no idea. I'm sure it's not easy.
It's very easy. It's one of the most simple things you've done, Ryan. Have you ever went and had to try to get a Social Security card because you lost yours?
No.
Or a birth certificate?
I think I've gotten. I can't tell you.
Okay.
I think I have all my originals.
That's fine. Could you imagine that being a pretty simple process with a little bit of work as a United States, as an American citizen?
I mean, I could figure it out. It would be a pain.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it would suck so bad. It'd be a pain to have to go through all that to get it.
What, the time? The time?
Time and energy and just talking to. Oh, I'm sorry. You have to talk to this person. Here's the phone number. Oh, I'm sorry. It would be a pain in the ass.
A pain in the ass. Okay. Well, guess what? It's the same thing for a Mexican trying to get to the United States of America. It's a pain in the ass. But it's easy.
But isn't there like a wait line? Isn't there like a list?
Fuck no, because it's easier to get on the wait list for a coyote to bring you under the fucking highway. You know they got a 5-lane highway. Goes underneath Mexico all the way San Antonio. You know that, right?
That's what I've heard. I don't know that I believe it. Have you been in it?
I'm not going to tell you I've been in it or not.
Oh, it's illegal?
I'm not going to tell
you. It's
you.
not like an Elon Musk project?
Dude, it's where Elon Musk tests all the Teslas. He brings them from 0 to 60 in 2.6 in the Mexican tunnel.
Why wouldn't he just go to Utah and the Salt Flats?
Well, because he can do it illegally in Mexico and he's an alien.
He's a legal alien.
He's a legal alien in every country of the world. He's a real alien.
He is an alien.
I know he is. Anyway, I'm not so sure about the highway under the ground, but the process of becoming an American, not citizen, but American national, American, you're able to work here, you're able to be here. The cops pull you over. You don't got to worry about ICE. To be that kind of American is not. What do you call that? An immigrant. I mean, that's what I'm calling an immigrant. Okay.
Right.
It's a very, 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 very simple process. You know what you need?
I have no idea.
You need a birth certificate. You need an identification. You need to be working a job that the government knows that they're paying you 200 pesos a fucking day. If anybody out there is not listening that doesn't know what 200 pesos a day is.
I don't know what 200 pesos a day is.
200 pesos a day.
I don't know how much a peso is. Like, Americans don't understand or don't pay attention to other currency other than the USD. Like, why would we? It's accepted all over the world.
It's not accepted all over the world.
Okay, probably 90%. You're gonna go.
That's bullshit.
Where are you gonna go with a $100 US dollar bill? Where are you gonna get? Where are you gonna go that's gonna get denied?
Lots of places. I was denied yesterday. To pay to pay $20 for a 216 peso pizza. Ordered pizza in Monterrey, Mexico last night.
They probably didn't have change for that much money.
I just want to let you know. Let me tell you what happened. I wanted a pizza. My buddy says, "Oh, they're not going to take USD." And I said, "Look, when they get here, they're not going to have a fucking choice, right? I don't have a credit card. Do you? I mean, I do. He's not taking my American Express for a pizza.
Right.
Sorry, I don't have. I didn't even tell my buddy that. I said, I don't need credit.
Right.
I got cash. He goes, okay, well, I got a card, so if shit goes down, shit goes down. We got anybody listening?
I'm listening. Yeah, I got someone talking on the screen up here. I was just looking up.
Okay. So we got some folks listening to us right now.
Yeah, we got a couple people in here.
Okay, great. Okay, so in bring me back where I was. Like I said, I smoked a lot of weed.
Talking about this pizza place that wasn't going to take your money.
All right, so they wouldn't take my money. The pizza was 219 pesos.
Okay.
That's $10 and $13 at the most. Okay, so I hand them a $20 bill, and I tell them, keep the change. No necesito cambio. Es tuya. I don't need any change. It's yours. He had to call his boss in front of me.
This was in Monterrey?
This is Monterrey, Mexico, which is 2 hours south of San Antonio, Mexico. Okay? We're 2 hours south of the border. Not in Cabo, not in Cancun, not Tulum, not almost to fucking Panama. I'm 2 hours away from the fucking American border, and they ain't taking American dollars. There's literally, he's wanting the pizza back.
Really?
He wants the pizza back and the 4 sodas. And I'm like, bitch, I ate half.
Why wouldn't he want the money?
Well, that's what I told my buddy. I said, look, this guy can fucking stop anywhere he wants and go turn this $20 into 380 pesos. I just gave him 380 pesos for a 219 peso. Dude, he made 150, 160, 170 pesos. Why? He made 170 peso tip.
Okay, but back.
Let me finish. He made 170 peso tip off a pizza. Almost 50% of the price of the pizza. He's only getting paid 200 pesos a day. A day for 10 or 12 hours. I gave that to him for delivering my pizza, and he couldn't take it. So, no. The American dollar is not accepted everywhere. You're confused.
That's one example. But the U.S. dollar is accepted in Mexico. Just because this one.
How many more examples?
Just because this one company in Mexico.
How many more examples do you want? You want another?
You're telling me Mexico doesn't take U.S. dollars. Why didn't he take the $20?
I am telling you, if the Mexican, sure, a Mexican company or person, mostly they're people, because there's no such thing as a company there really. If they want to accept your dollar, and it's like today was 18.2, big day for the peso, 18.2. Trump obviously didn't say anything fucking stupid or retarded against Mexicans today because the peso's up. So it's 18.2 per dollar.
Okay.
So you know what they're going to do to you when you pay? Yeah, they'll take your dollar at 15 pesos or 14 pesos a dollar.
Okay, but the original...
When it's worth 18. So they're going to take 4 pesos a dollar from you to exchange it.
Okay.
So you have your question is unintendedly loaded. Unintendedly a loaded question. Yes, most places in Mexico will accept a dollar.
Most places in the world will. Most places in the world will take the U.S. dollar.
They will not. I've done many travels. No, yes, they will. And they will fuck you for it. Is that accepting your dollar? Fucking you in the asshole.
I have no idea.
For your peso.
It depends.
Okay. Well,
it depends on what you're buying.
$1,000. Let's check this out. $1,000. And it's 18 pesos a dollar. And they give you 15. So 3 pesos a dollar, 3 pesos times that. Again, 3,000 pesos. That's more than a Mexican makes in a fucking month, Ryan.
Okay.
So they're going to fuck you for exchanging your money, $1,000 for as much as they make in a month. The dollar is not accepted everywhere. They don't want your dollar.
Okay.
They don't want your dollar.
I don't know why they wouldn't. It should spend the same everywhere. Like, why wouldn't they want it?
I don't know. I wish I knew. I wish I knew, dude. I wish I knew. I just know how many times I've been fucked.
Yeah.
That's it.
Anyway, the origin of this whole conversation was you saying so-and-so has to make 200 pesos. And I was just letting you know, a lot of people, at least Americans, don't understand the conversion rate of pesos to dollars. Right. So when you're telling a story like, oh, a Mexican needs to only make 200 pesos a day, just say,
it's
hey,
$10. Not even, it's $8 a day.
So next time, just say all a Mexican has to do is make $8 a day or whatever.
For
it is.
For what?
That's how they have to get into the country. You were saying.
Exactly. Okay. So you have to get into the country, you have to have a job that the government knows that you're working at, that you
That
have
pays like
taxes.
$10 a day.
It doesn't matter how much it is.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. America doesn't care. America has a standard that you have a job and that you're not making tacos and selling them on a street corner like everybody does. Okay.
Oh, those are so
Okay?
good though.
They're
Those
the
tacos are the
best.
best.
Bro, listen. I have a rule when I travel. If it's good enough for the locals,
Oh yeah.
it's good enough for me. I don't want to go to Bangkok, right? And be like, I want a hamburger.
I want McDonald's.
I want a hamburger. So I'm gonna go to a guy who's got a hamburger shop in Bangkok, Thailand, right?
Yeah.
And be like, hey, bitch, give me a fucking taco, or give me a fucking hamburger, right? This guy doesn't have any idea the temperature, right? The temperature that we need to cook the meat at or whatever. Dude, I'm gonna go eat fish and noodles or whatever the fuck the Bangkok food is, right? My rule is this: everywhere I travel, stay in a hostel. Stay in a hostel because I'm directly into the culture. I'm directly into the vibe of the town, right? Directly. If you go into a hostel here, and then you eat what the locals eat.
How far is the typical hostel away from like an American resort type thing? Like
Two
what
blocks.
most?
Two
Real,
blocks.
that's it.
2 blocks. And you know what the difference is? You want to pay $500 a night, or do you want to pay 10?
Well, I think I know some people at work. They love going to Mexico. They love going, and they go to these
what
resorts.
do they like? Do they like the resorts?
They
And
like.
they never leave them.
No, here's what they like. They like the resort because they don't hardly ever leave them. What they like the resorts because they like, oh, it's all inclusive, so I don't have to go find my alcohol. It gets delivered to me. It's got a buffet.
Can I ask you? I want to ask you on the all-inclusive thing. I'm not trying to cut you off. I got a question about the all-inclusive thing. Okay, so my opinion. Anywhere in the world that I travel for the first time, I would never choose all-inclusive. It ties you to the resort.
Right.
It ties you for your food and for your drink, and you never leave the resort. Why would you travel to Thailand or Mexico or China or Singapore or anywhere in the world and sit on a resort that's basically America with a pretty beach?
Yeah.
Why would you do it?
Well,
It's not my thing.
Well, I would say a lot of different reasons. Everybody's different.
Let me
Is going to
hear
have
a
their own.
few.
But
Let me hear a few because
I'd love to.
I've got no idea why someone would do that when they could go spend $10 a night and be 100% engulfed in the culture and the food and being local, the local life. You go to Thailand, don't you want to experience?
Not
Thailand?
many people are going to Thailand.
Okay, if you go to Cancun, would you like to experience Mexican culture and food and
I would
go snorkeling, rent your own snorkeling gear, and show up at one of the most amazing places in the world to snorkel on your own on a bus with your own snorkeling gear?
Do you want my answer, or do you want to
I
just
do.
keep going?
Or do you want to pay your resort $100 to take you there with a tour?
Okay, you ready for the?
Listo.
Okay. Americans, a lot of times when they're going to Mexico, that's what they know. That's just like, oh, I know so and so. They went to Mexico and had a great time. They went to this all-inclusive resort. Oh, I know somebody else at work. They went to an all-inclusive. It seems real fun. They all enjoyed it. They went to a nice beach. They had all the drinks they wanted next to the pool on a nice beach. They had great food. Oh, I woke up this morning and I had the best pico de gallo. I had the best omelet, and I loaded up with guacamole and blah, blah, blah. So they love it. They love it. So that's one reason, is just hearing other people talk about how great it was. And they're not going to experience Mexico. They're going for a vacation. I work 60 hours a week to pay for this so I can just sit on a beach. And people want to go down to a beach. It's a nice beach. It's comfortable. It's all white people that are speaking English. They don't have to feel out of place. They don't have to feel like, for like just a normal American to go do the hostels and stuff, it's just they're ignorant to it. They wouldn't know where to begin or what to do. And then another reason I would say it would be safety. Like, Why I can go to this resort and I know I'm going to be safe. I
What makes you unsafe? Why are you what being not being at a resort and being at a hotel in the middle of the city? What would you feel unsafe? And what makes I'm asking a serious question
Yeah.
because I lived there.
Sure.
What would make an American? I am an American. What would make you feel unsafe? Because is it because guess what? Most of the shit that would scare the fuck out of me and make me never go to Mexico never makes the news, my friend.
Well, that's the thing. I think Americans are just afraid. It's Mexico. And what is when people think of Mexico outside of the resorts, they think it's just this. It's a third world country.
It is.
People are afraid of that. Americans with money.
What are you afraid of?
I'm not saying I'm afraid. I'm
what
just saying
are Americans afraid of? Poor people that don't have guns? They have no guns. They have no weapons.
They don't have guns.
Are you kidding? No, the narco in Mexico, the narcos have guns.
Everybody's a narco. Every American is going to think it's a safety thing. Americans are going to be like, I'm going to go to a third world country.
If you believe that, you have an ignorance about what you believe.
But Americans have an ignorance towards Mexico outside of resorts. They just think it's all poor people.
It is.
Okay.
It is all poor people.
Okay, so why do people?
So poor people are narcos.
Poor people are dangerous when you're ignorant to them.
Poor people are dangerous.
I'm telling you the American thought of like the people that I work with. They're not going to go towards. I'm not going to go to Mexico City. I'm not going to go to some city in Mexico that I don't know anything about. I barely speak the language, but I'm going to go to a hostel and I'm going to feel like I'm in danger.
It's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. I don't understand that.
I don't know why. I don't know why you can't see why people would think about that.
Because I live there.
But can you take yourself outside of your shoes and outside of your viewpoint of the way things are?
It's only been 4 years, and I moved there.
No.
I moved there ignorant.
You're a single dude with no responsibility. Easy to do. How about Robert Jones or whatever that works at the post office, has a wife and 3 kids and a mortgage? You think he's just going to pick up, you know what sounds fun? Going to a country that I know nothing about and just going with the local people, a third world country.
Awesome. Awesome.
For a dude with no responsibilities.
What do you
Perfect.
mean no responsibilities?
As far as like, you don't have to worry about a wife and kids and a mortgage.
It's because I got rid of that for myself.
That's not the point. The point is Joe Blow down the street has all that stuff, and so he has to think about that when he's planning a vacation.
So you don't take your wife and kids. This isn't something, what we're talking about this podcast and where this is eventually leading to, right? Where this is eventually leading to, which is where you started off with the point of my podcast. Robert's not going, unless he goes alone, unless he wants to experience. I would say this is a hostile experience, or a traveling experience like that is for someone that wants adventure, and for someone that wants something completely different. They don't want to go to a resort and have every drink given to them and feel safe and all that. It's for someone who wants to like get into the local vibe. If I was Robert, I would take whoever Robert Jones is, what we talked about. I wouldn't take that. No. Let me tell you right now, I would not. Between me and you, I would take, if I was with my wife, I would not take my wife and my 3 kids and go stay in a hostel. Never.
Right.
Never. Not because it's dangerous, because it's uncomfortable. For me, alone, very comfortable.
Well, yeah. But you were, where this spun off was from, you were wondering why do Americans go to the resort? Why wouldn't they go? And I was just telling you that's why. That's what you were like. I don't understand reasons. Give me some reasons. Okay. I'm giving you the reasons why Americans wouldn't do that. That's where this is going from. Right. That's what this conversation.
Americans choose resort over the Holiday Inn downtown. Why?
Because when they go to a travel agent, everything's easy. Here's how much you give us. Give us $3,000. We're going to give you a plane ticket. We're going to make sure you get shuttled to the resort. And when you're at the resort, you don't have to worry about anything. And then when you're done, it's super easy. It's super easy. And if you're ignorant to traveling anywhere, you're going to go with something that's super easy and basic. Like, oh, this is all I have to do. One price, I just go through one agency to fix everything. I don't have to go on my own to figure out, let's see, these hotels are this close to the beach. I guess that would work. Oh, how much are they a night? Okay, now when we fly down there, what airline are we going to take? How are we going to get from there to, it's just a lot of extra stuff instead of just going to one person that does these all-inclusive things.
Well, let me tell you something. That's what. Hang on here.
Boy, you're just not doing good with this mic.
Now, you know the this mic the what do you call it, the way it's connected to the boom arm is it's.
Bring it up. You got to bring it up and just.
Yeah, the way it's connected to the boom arm is not correct. It's a little loose here, and it has a little flop.
Yep.
You hear
yeah, it does. I think it has the connection.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, and so when you move it, you hear a lot of shit. Sorry.
Yeah, you're moving it a lot.
Well, I move a lot.
I know.
Okay. You got a problem with my movement?
Sometimes.
All right.
Sometimes I do.
All right. Who's listening, and what are they saying?
There's a couple people watching on Twitch right now. I can't quite read.
Let me get up there. I'm gonna get up there and read off what they're saying. Okay.
There is a negative traveling advice on Mexico.
There
it's on the same list as Israel.
Okay. Check this out.
Partially negative.
Check this out. The travel warning.
Can you talk about that while I go pee?
I've got to pee too.
You talk about the travel warning.
I'll just pee here. Give me your cup.
I'm gonna fill this up while I'm there.
All right, I'm gonna go pee while you're there.
Yeah, you're on camera. Don't do that.
Okay. We'll both be right back. We're gonna.
No. You go. Tell them about the travel ban, and then when I come back, I'll record.
Perfect. Okay. So, I live in Cabo San Lucas. Where am I at? Okay. Who am I looking at? I don't know who the fuck I'm looking at. Okay. So I live in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, which has been the number one vacation destination in the world for years. Over the last year or two, we get over 4 million tourists a year there. There's only 250,000 residents. There's only 10,000 Americans. Of us 10,000 Americans, 3,000 of us live in the 5 to 6 square block downtown. I happen to be blessed and live there. Travel ban. We've had not a travel ban. I think that's for the Arabs coming into the United States. And if you're listening to this and you're Arab and you're here, thank you for being here and not being radical and crazy and trying to blow up our people. I love Arabs. I love black people, and I love Mexican people, and I love white people. But travel ban I'm into. I am into the travel ban. Shut that door.
I thought you had to go pee.
I do, but it looks like shit.
You can't see it on the camera.
Okay.
Trust me, huh?
Okay. So the travel ban I'm into. Travel warnings. Don't travel to this country because of this. Look, Cabo San Lucas experienced a really massive amount of no tourist for the last 6 months. That's why I have been traveling a lot through Mexico. It's very dangerous. The cartels have come in, and the peninsula, the Baja Peninsula, has one road in and one road out. It has a marina at the end. It has 2 marinas, I believe. There's 2 major marinas, San Jose and Los Cabos. So whatever amount of drugs, it's a really good way to get drugs to the United States. One road in, one road out. You pay off all the fucking feds. You pay off all the cops, whatever it is. Pay off the governor, whatever it is.
What about the underground highway? Ooh.
Oh, that's over on the fucking on the mainland. We're talking about the Baja.
Baja.
Okay, on the Baja is 2 states. I'm not going to mention the name on any podcast, but the richest man in Mexico basically owns both of those states. If you have 1 million pounds of coke in your whatever it is, I don't know the numbers. A lot of coke, whatever it is, in trucks.
Cocaine,
yeah. See, and you're going across the border, and every border check is paid off or whatever. No big deal, right?
Right.
Okay, so they don't have that shit anymore. Chapo's locked up in the United States. The Baja is Chapo's. So we got the new Jalisco generation. We've got.
I just saw
I think if they even exist, the La Familia Michoacan. We've got several cartels coming into the Baja. So we've got several Mexican cartels fighting for control of this peninsula. It's not gonna get any better.
It's like some Game of Thrones type shit.
It
going
is.
Down.
It fucking is. It
just
is.
without dragons.
Dude, I'm not. I'm
Cocaina instead of dragons.
I'm afraid right now to tell you the things that I've seen. I won't.
I don't want to know.
We're too live. There's too many people watching. I know too many people. This could get out anywhere, and people know I live there. I'm not gonna say anything else. I'm gonna say it's dangerous.
Yeah. I'm
gonna say don't go there. I'm gonna say the travel warning is 100%. For a fucking retard that goes to Cabo San Lucas and wants to get high on cocaine and leave the fucking resort and do the blow and get into Club Mandela, Pink Kitty, the fucking Club O, right? Right? Doing all their drugs. You want to do that? You're going to get stuck in the city.
I don't want to do that.
Okay, somebody wants to go there and do that, and they're going to get stuck in the city buying drugs from drug dealers, those drug dealers are cartel. It is dangerous. It is. It is. And when there's no tourists there, and 1,000 drug dealers, right? And the price of bullshit coke, I'd do some coke. I'll tell you right now, I'll do some great coke. You give me some coke, I can stink through the bag. A little poof of it makes me fucking, woo! I might do it with the right chick, the right time, the right place. I'm not pro-drug. And I don't do drugs every day, but give me the right situation, whenever some good coke, I'd do it.
I don't know about you, but
how about some baby powder mixed up with a fucking crushed up fucking sweet tart? That's what they're selling you. Baby powder sweet tart makes you shit when you snort it.
I do like sweet tarts.
What do you think about baby powder? You like to take a shit too?
I mean,
baby powder in the nose will make you poop your pants.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. So you get that same bleh, bleh in your tummy, right? Right when you do a line of coke and you're like, you want to take shit? All right. So
that's not because it's a stimulant, like when you do
it's
coffee
it's
or a cigarette.
No. When you do coke and you got a shit, that's the fucking cut in it, bro. That's the cut. My opinion. I don't know. I'm not a fucking chemist, but I know this. So if it makes you shit and wakes you up a little bit when you're drunk, those salty. So the people you're buying this bullshit from are fucking cartel. They all, from one way or another, they might be street level, they might be whatever, the boss of the street, they might be whatever. But anybody that you're buying drugs from, when you leave your resort, right? Dude, you're fucking, yeah, that's dangerous.
I would imagine
that's
so.
Dangerous. Leave your fucking resort, go to the nightclub downtown, and look for coke. Look for coke.
I don't know many people that's doing that.
Everybody that comes to fucking Cabo San Lucas does it.
I'm going to have to turn your gains down.
Turn it down. Everybody from Cabo San Lucas. Yeah, that's about right. That's right.
Well, you get loud really often.
I do.
So.
Yeah. Everybody from Cabo San Lucas that comes on vacations, Cabo San Lucas, is looking for drugs and alcohol.
Is it more of a younger touristy?
Yeah,
like, is it more younger people?
Yeah, when Sammy Hagar's there, no. Then you got fucking everybody that trailer trash is what you have there. You got fucking long-haired fucking hippies that have got nowhere to live. Somehow they fucking made it to Cabo and they're there to see Sammy Hagar, which by the way,
Cabo Wabo.
Who the fuck? Anybody fucking says to me Cabo Wabo when they say, I say fuck you. How's the guy stay famous? When he ruins fucking Van Halen.
Because he was in Van Halen.
He fucking ruined Van Halen.
I don't know anything about that.
Okay, well, because you're not a Van Halen fan. He ruined it.
Okay,
That's
I hear
not
that.
David Lee Roth.
Some people like him, right?
No.
They obviously did pretty good. I mean,
he didn't do any good. He fucking decided that when he was Van Halen to build a bar in Cabo and make a song called Cabo Wabo.
Is it a good song?
It's terrible. You've never heard it?
Probably, but
Look it up.
How about...
Look up Cabo Wabo. It's an absolutely fucking terrible song. Then he decides to make tequila called Cabo Wabo. And
I was gonna ask you, how is that?
it's fucking trash, bro.
Is that because you don't like the man?
It's absolutely not. Nobody in Cabo will fucking drink that shit. But every tourist buys a bottle.
Right. Well, that's
So-
what tourism
So how the
is
fuck
based
do you
around.
stay? He ain't famous. This motherfucker
He's
is
not
infamous.
famous.
He's infamous. He's infamous.
He was famous, then infamous. He's infamous with some folks, but famous with a lot of others.
I don't know how you ruined tequila
I'm
and,
gonna-
and Van Halen and stay
I'm gonna
famous.
play it. Here we go.
Here we go. Let's hear this shit. Crank that shit.
I don't know how to do it. I don't have it hooked up through the computer, like through this yet.
All right, let's hear it.
Take your headphones off. You can hear it better. Where's the controller for the TV? Do you have it?
I'm gonna take a piss.
All right. Oh, here it is. What the heck was that noise? Yeah. Sorry, guys. No. What in the heck? How did that get? All right, I do not know what that was. Somehow my software decided to throw a metronome up here for whatever reason. Maybe I hit some kind of silly button. Anyways, back to the song here. It's Cabo Wabo here. I don't know, you can't really hear it.
There you go.
Can't really hear it on stream too well.
You can hear it a little bit.
A little bit.
I'm gonna put my shit on Facebook Live as we're going.
Don't tag me.
Fuck you and your tag shit. I'm tagging you now.
Tag Neandertalk. Neandertalk. Oh, I don't have. Okay.
What do you think? This guy's rocking, huh? What a fucking terrible song.
Yeah, I'm not down with it. Bad song. I'm not an 80s rock fan.
Well, whatever. Are you into Van Halen?
I mean, there's a couple songs that they do that I'll listen to.
I mean that they do. David Lee Roth is the fucking king, bro.
I wouldn't call him the king,
Give
but
me some fucking David Lee Roth.
no, we're done. It's not good for audio or anything on here because I don't have it set up right.
Well, that's
When I get that set up later,
it'll be good.
it'll be good. But the listeners. Oh, dude.
What'd you do?
Yeah. But
Why did you do that?
but viewers and stuff aren't gonna. Viewers and listeners aren't gonna be able to hear it, so
They
I
can't
just
hear
make
it.
bad.
Just make for bad. Yeah. Edit that out. I guess you can't really edit that.
I'm not editing anything, dude. Everything's live. Everything's gonna go just normal.
Look at all these messages I'm getting. Who are these fucking retards?
I don't know.
Ryan Westa. Who's Ryan Westa?
Uh,
He sounds like a fucking retard. Okay, Jonathan, sorry I had to go.
this is awesome podcast material. Casey reading his phone.
Yeah, sorry I had to go. Pepper had a ton of things to do.
Talking to Mike.
Pepper had to go because there was a lot of things to do. Ryan Westa sent me a link. I don't know who that guy is. And then this girl named Estes giving me an address. Tell her, Pepper, today is Brother Day. Do you ever get those retarded texts that say today is Brother Day?
What the hell are you talking about?
Check this out. Okay, I get these all the time from friends. Today is Brother Day. I respect you, bro. I need you to tell 12 key brothers that you respect and send them a sweet, fat-ass, blonde set of titties.
You hang out with like 12-year-olds. Like, no, I don't get that stuff because I don't have like 12-year-old friends. You know.
It says, I hope I get one back. I respect you, bro. Stay up. Don't be selfish. Pass this to some of your bros. Wow. Do you ever do any chain email bullshit? Or chain stuff? I don't fuck with it.
I don't.
I
no.
get it and I go, how the fuck did you send me this, you fucking retard?
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that because I did get one about less than a week ago from you.
Which one was it? With the staple and the pussy shut? Did you watch that?
I don't watch anything you send me.
Okay.
I don't know why you send me
All right,
stuff.
you're about to watch something awesome.
You don't have to yell into these mics.
Okay, you're about to watch something fucking.
I'm not watching it.
You
I don't
are.
know.
Oh,
If
you
you
totally
sent
are.
it to me and I didn't watch it, what makes you think I'm going to want to watch it? Like, seriously, like, I don't understand
Check this out.
your 14-year-old mentality. Come on. Yeah.
Dude, wait till you see the end. They got each other's pussies completely stapled shut with gems in them and shit.
Why? I don't know why
Watch
anybody
this,
would.
watch.
I'm not watching nothing. I'm turning away. I'm not looking. Like, seriously. Like, I don't understand.
Right now, we're watching a video of a couple of chicks stapling each other's pussies shut.
You're watching it. I'm not.
Now you're into it.
That's,
How do I turn
All right,
it?
turn it off.
I'm
Let's...
trying.
Oh, Casey. You want to talk about someone that can derail anything? It's this guy right here. Like, sometimes I have to remind myself that he is an adult, like, by age and nothing else.
You can take that back at any point, but
I will not.
you will not. I know. I know you will not.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you got Peter Pan syndrome. It's a real thing, and it is what it is.
It is what it is, and I've had it for a long time.
Yeah.
What was I going to show you? Why do I have my damn phone? Oh,
I don't know, man.
I remember.
So let's kind of maybe steer this podcast into more of
Any direction
a
you
good
want.
direction, because you're kind of all over the place, and we can't get like a real
I think we're in some real shit.
sort of, but not really. I mean, you are.
Well, you might not be. Where are we at? What do you want?
So I want to just kind of discuss, like, okay, the direction you're taking your, what, like, if we can stay focused here on a minute, we'll talk about what you got planned as far as your YouTube, your podcast, your vlog type thing, if you will. So, like, what I see happening for you is really cool if you do it and stick with it, right? Like this YouTube thing. You're going to have to really do, like, you sent me that drone video with Casey Neistat.
Which one?
With Casey Neistat?
Yeah.
Do you really know him? Like, do you know anything about him?
Yeah, I watch him all the time. He's great.
Okay. So there's, like, other things like that. There's this one I'll turn you on to. It's called Hushin'. Have you heard? It's
Don't know anything about Hushin'. I know Casey Neistat because he's got the first same name as kind of the first same name.
well, and he's also like one of the biggest YouTube streamers out there. Dude, making.
But can I ask? I won't go any further than this, Casey. If you're watching, great.
He ain't watching shit or listening to this. You kidding me?
But why he's so ugly and unentertaining?
I don't know.
I am entertained zero by him. The only thing that I ever got from that guy was the DJI Mavic Pro. He sold me on that, bro.
Okay, so anyways, let's stay back on track here. This is what happens. You keep taking me off track. I got somewhere going with this.
Where are you going?
So, but you know of him. You know what he does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's this other YouTube channel. It's called Hushin'. It stands for hunting and fishing. And these dudes basically, they just hunt and fish all the time, and they do every single day. They show their videos. They go live. They edit it stuff and put stuff every single day. And they've got a huge following. That's what I think you need to gear more on that and like do your little podcast wherever you go when you're talking to these cool people. Like, that's awesome. Like, do that. But what you really need to focus on is doing videos. Yeah, every single day. Even when you're here in the States. Like, you could be doing a vlog of coming into the airport and then seeing what that's like.
Hey,
going through all that
stuff
from Mexico.
I got for that?
For what?
I literally vlogged taking off on the airplane from Cabo San Lucas on Facebook Live. Do you know how hated I got for that?
Why?
They told me I was going to take the plane down. You have to have your cell phone off. You can't be going Facebook Live while you're taking off.
Who says that? Nobody. Dude, that's ridiculous. How is that going to bring the plane down?
They tell you to turn your shit off, right? And so I posted a Facebook Live of us taking off, right? I'm at the wing. We're going off. I check off all the islands. Did you see any of it?
I don't do Facebook. No, I didn't see it.
So, dude, vlogged of islands. We take off out of Cabo and the islands, these little bitty islands when you're on your way to the States. Dude, it was gorgeous, right? It was gorgeous. And I uploaded it live. All I got was shit. You're going to take the plane down.
Did you get a lot of it, though?
Yep.
Well, that's what was important.
That's what I thought. I'm like, look at all these fucking haters.
You're knocking my camera around.
Yeah, did I? Oh, where are you at?
It's all right.
Are you good?
I don't care. It's fine.
I think it looks good.
Yeah. It's crooked, but whatever. Not that big of a deal, I suppose, but
And then, oh, there you go, guy.
whatever.
Whatever.
Anyway, so again, I think that's the way you need to really get, like, every single, no matter what it is, when you come back to the States and you're just doing, you need to, like, maybe not like all day do stuff, but definitely
vlog. Have a vlog. Have a live vlog video.
either live,
every
like,
day.
do some live stuff if you want, but I think just at least recording, you got those cameras. I don't think you need both of them. I think just one, showing around and then doing a selfie of you where you're doing stuff, and then editing that and then putting that up every single day. That's gonna get what you're wanting, what you're looking for. And then when you're going on these travels and you do a podcast, you do that separate. You go, this is Como Barrio during the day, during live stream. This is what I did today.
Saying Como Barrio should be basically a YouTube vlog, but
No, YouTube. Your Como Barrio should be your YouTube is Como Barrio, correct?
It is now. I own it.
Okay.
Not own it, whatever.
So
it's
on that you put everything you do on there. You do your vlog that
even the podcast
and the podcast as well. And they're separate things. Like this is Casey going live, or this is the edited of what I did today. And then underneath that you go, this is the podcast I did today, and that's on its own separate thing. And then
all under Como Barrio.
All under Como Barrio because
channel.
because on YouTube you can do like playlists. This is my live vlog playlist, and then the other folder is podcast. This is purely that's on the podcast. And then people come to the YouTube and they go, I'm going to first look at this folder that's got his edited stuff that he did today. And then when I want a podcast, I go to his podcast folder and I start watching or start listening and doing his podcast. And then also you'll be recording just the audio, and then you'll have your podcast app called Como Barrio that people can listen to when they want to listen to just the podcast.
Okay.
And everything goes on YouTube for you, and that's what you're going to be wanting. And then when you come here and we do this podcast, Neandertalk podcast, this will also be Como Barrio podcast, and then we'll get everything recorded on this equipment, and then I just give you the files for it.
And do what?
And then you put this on your YouTube stuff, and so you put all this video on your YouTube, Como Barrio, as the podcast, as the Como Barrio podcast, under that folder. And then you'll also have the audio that can get uploaded to the audio stuff. And then I'll have mine, and then I'll have all this stuff for, the Twitch, and then also my podcast audio. You're not paying any attention, are you?
I am. Can you give me a second?
See, you should just be like this, holding it like this on you.
No.
Probably should have thought about doing this earlier.
Well, I want to go live a little bit on my Facebook for some people that don't know what's going on. You see what I mean here? This is what's fucked up with this. This happened going live in Cabo.
It's because you fuck with it the entire time.
Well, I touched shit.
Yeah. You have to work on that. That's like a learning process you'll just have to figure out.
I think so too.
Like, hey, number one, keep my mouth on the mic. Number two, don't be dicking around with it the entire time.
Don't touch everything.
Don't touch, yeah.
Here we go.
You know what?
Bam, I think we're in.
Yeah.
Fuck, we were so close, dude. We were so close. I'm sure you've got the camera right on me.
I do now. I had it on me watching.
Now you got me fucked.
Now I got you looking at this silly thing.
Damn it.
There you go. Take the mic off.
Whoa! See, but the thing is I need this.
Yeah, you do need that, but you don't need it plugged in.
No, don't need it plugged in.
Do you need to come look at this one to figure out how it works?
No, I need you to shut the fuck up.
This guy can't do one thing and have someone talk to him at the same time. It's one of the craziest things ever. It's the reason why he can't have a real job. There's no way. He'd be doing something and then someone would start talking to him and there's no way he could be like,
I could not do a job and work. No. I couldn't do a job and work?
Right. You could go to your job, but when you had to start working, you could work until somebody started talking to you.
Yes.
Or telling you what to do or how to do it.
And I'd be like, what, bitch?
You need
You need help. Shut up.
you need me to come over there and there you go, tighten that bad boy up. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Ain't going nowhere now.
I don't think
Now tighten it again.
it just did it. It just popped out.
The entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
We got other. Do we have another boom arm?
We do.
We just have to replace maybe just that part.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's something bigger.
We'll just kind of get it in there like barely finagled just so it's good enough, and then we can just end the podcast and then mess with it later. I don't want to spend
An hour fucking.
20 minutes dicking around with this microphone on.
I don't either.
You just hold it.
Yep. All right, so let's end this thing.
Try talking to the other side. Like,
Is that better? No. What is it? Is it the gain? What is it?
I don't know. It doesn't sound as good, does it?
No, it doesn't. Does not sound as. Wait, is that better? That's
No.
a little bit better.
It's a little more echoey. Try the other side. Try the.
Hello, hello, hello.
Try
There
you go. Right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
That's the best part right there.
That's better there. Yeah.
That's better there than it is right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Perfect,
Is good.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Test. Let's see if we can get this motherfucker in here. Oh man, I'm about to have a heart attack with this shit.
What? Just hold it there, and we'll finish this bad boy up here in a minute.
Let's fin- Where are we at here?
Well, I was gonna try. I was trying to finish.
Where are we at? Here we are.
You-
That's good. That's good right there. Okay. Yeah, I can. No problem. And we can finish this up.
So, yeah, I mean, basically that was it. I mean, I was kind of covering why you're doing the podcast and what's going on and where you're going. I think that should be the direction you should go to. I think that's going to be huge.
I think it's going to work that way as well. I really do. I think I've always thought that more towards YouTube than podcasts, but actually have a podcast because I'm going to meet some. I always do,
Right.
and I'm going to meet some very interesting people that I can have great conversation with and get good content from traveling. And so I think a podcast.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's going to be great.
Couple, yeah,
Especially when it's paired with the videos that you do every day.
yeah.
When you pair that, and then when you have the separate, like your people who will be in like your followers wherever are going to look forward to being able to not compare, but have both things to go with it. Like, oh, this 20-minute video or however long it'll be was really awesome, and now I want to hear him talk about it.
Hey, that sounds great. Wherever we
yeah,
are right now,
yeah, it does.
Sounds great. It's a lot better. It sounds great.
And then say someone's watching your video from all day, and then they see that you met Sandy McNutt on the beach, and then you know what I mean, and then you have her on the podcast. They'll be like, "Oh, I remember. So this is the chick that he met. That was really cool on his video. Now I get to hear the podcast with just her."
Right. It's going to be great. It
Yeah.
really is going to be a beautiful thing, and we're going to start to move forward with that. You know, I'm going to need your help with that. As far I'm not a computer guy, and whatever we.
Well, I'm certainly not a computer guy either. I've just been
I know,
toying around all day or all week with this stuff and figuring out what I can.
Right.
And then I guess
Well, I've been more of the mechanical side of this, and you've been more of the engineering, computer side of it. So
more techie side.
more techie. It's coming together well, dude. I have a lot of faith in what we're doing. I really do.
Yeah.
I believe in this 100% for you and me both, even though we really are on both paths, different paths. Sort of,
but it's going to come together. And the interesting about that is that we'll be able to bring both these worlds together,
and it's going to be beautiful.
It's going to be really cool because I'm going to get to incorporate a lot of your stuff into my thing.
And
the only thing is, I don't think mine's going to be incorporated as much in yours. But that's fine.
Me too. Yeah, me too. I think because our vision is the same. It's a guest-based thing. See, people are good. people are gonna be interested in what the fucking this fucking Casey guy in his fucking life going down the Pacific, fucking putting it up. That's a big thing. That's cool.
As long as it's good content. He's like, it can't be just you being there. Like, it has to be good stuff. So
you know better.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just letting the people know.
Right, but you know better. Me sitting on a beach.
No. Oh, it'll be good stuff.
It's gonna be good shit. You know that. It's gonna be really entertaining shit, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But for me, you know this. I chase love, bro. I chase love. I chase the emotion of love, and when I attach to someone who has that, and I feel the same thing, I can get a great podcast. I can get a great podcast.
I'm not worried about it. I know it's gonna be good, but and that's kind of what this podcast today was, just kind of trying to get you out there and let people know what you're doing, where you're going, and let people know this is like an introduction, not only to Neandertalk podcast, but an introduction to Como Barrio.
To Como Barrio.
And to Casey Como Barrio Smith, my main man right here.
Right, which is fucked up. And by the way, if you guys don't know, if you don't speak Spanish at all, and you have no idea what Como Barrio means, it's actually pretty funny. It means, the literal translation of Como Barrio is how ghetto or how hood, but not like saying, hey, how hood is that? It's like como, like that's it really translates into English. That's a kind of ghetto. That's a little bit hood. That's kind of.
I look at it as like there's a car going down the road and it's got duct tape paneling. How Como Barrio.
Right? I mean, it's all because what I'm doing, all of it, if you think about it, is Como Barrio. It's a little ghetto.
Yeah.
It's a little ghetto. But it's going to be interesting. So it's a great name for what I'm going for, and I'm happy to do this with you, bro. I love you, and I'm happy to.
Yeah, this is going to be great.
It's going to be a good adventure. I'm excited to do it together.
Me too. I guess I won't talk too much about what my podcast is, but this is kind of what it's going to be. It's just guest-driven, having cool people, interesting people. Someone like you that's doing different things. I'm looking forward to having you on quite often to update people on your travels and just kind of. It's gonna be awesome. So
happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Everybody, this was episode number 1 of of our first. This is
of our thing together.
I understand it's gonna take a long time till we get good at this and better. Like we've got little difficulties, but if people stick with us, give us a while. We're gonna make sure.
Right. Give us a while.
We're gonna be on point with everything, but the studio looks good. The mics sound good.
Right.
It's growing pains. It's like anything else. We got a learning process, and once we get it figured out, I think we got a good thing.
For us, I think for us the best thing is we knew that what we needed was we needed a nice studio, something that was attractive, something that wasn't a couple of guys with a green screen behind them. We wanted some real shit. We went. This is our studio. This is where we work from.
Yeah,
this is
dope.
where we create.
This is great.
It is. It's where we create. It's where we work. It's where we're from. And I think having a comfortable area like this and having a place where people can come in and be comfortable as well, and be able to open up is really going to work well for us. So,
yeah, it's going to be great. I can't wait. I've got guests lined up already. I've been talking to different people on Twitch, getting some Skype sessions lined up. So anyways, everybody, I thank you guys so much for listening. I thank you for watching. I thank you for being you, all the support that I've had.
Ryan, thank you for having me on your podcast.
Absolutely. Hey, people can find you. You do have your YouTube thing?
I do have a YouTube. I also do have a Twitch, believe it or not. I have a Twitch account. It's Como Barrio. COMOBARRIO. Como Barrio. I have no followers. I have no anything. I just opened the account.
Beautiful.
But I thought I would start here with that and see if I could,
awesome. That's
work off of you a little bit.
Absolutely.
With the people you're listening to. So
Absolutely.
If you're interested in what I'm doing, I will be putting it up on Twitch to start with.
Beautiful.
So I do have the application. It's Como Barrio, COMOBARRIO.
Yeah, everybody follow my man Casey at Como Barrio at Twitch. Follow him on YouTube, and that's gonna be it. Everybody, thank you guys. Thanks. You guys, if you guys have any questions or suggestions, you can get at me at neandertalkpodcast@gmail.com. I've got Neandertalk Pod Instagram, Twitter, and that's most thing. I got Facebook too, but I don't really use it. So anyways, thank you guys so much. We will see you for episode 2 at a future time. Bye.